Patch 14.24 is going to be solely based around champion changes, as we don't have any adjustments to items or runes. There are 17 champions being adjusted for this patch, so we're going to be bringing you guys up to speed with everything that you need to know. And do you remember when knowing how to set up a freeze in low elo made you special? These days, you're considered a troll if you don't know what a freeze is. The problem is, challengers are so out of touch with the fact that everyone in low elo has improved, so if you ask for help, you just keep getting the same outdated advice. Or even worse, they give you tips that only work in high elo, like how you should sync up your wave crashes with your teammates in multiple lanes to set up invades or objective priority. The theoretically correct play is usually not what actually works in your own elo. Oftentimes, it's something that may seem out of the ordinary, like split pushing as an ADC that'll give you way more agency. We teach you the correct way to play League like everyone else does, but also the adaptations that actually work in your elo, so you'll always have multiple great ideas for what to do to win games. We're constantly producing and updating our strategies with players getting better, so SkillCapped is by far the best platform for learning League of Legends. And we are so confident that if you don't climb 5 whole divisions while actively using SkillCapped, you can claim a full refund. Our service has zero risk with the potential to save you tons of time in your climb, so make sure you give us a try. So we're going to start off by covering all the champion buffs, and after that we're going to transition into the nerfs and finish off with the more power neutral adjustments. The first champ receiving a buff for 14.24 is going to be Master Yi, as his Q crit damage scaling is being increased from 35 to 56.25%. On-hit builds have been the meta for Yi for a while now, so it's going to be interesting to see if this change is enough to put crit builds back on the table. Rel ended up losing a ton of power from her 14.23 adjustments, so Riot has some follow-up buffs to bring her back into a viable state. Base health is going to be increased from 610 to 640. Passive resist steal per stack is up from 2 to 3%. W base shield will be bumped up by 10 at all ranks, while shield health scaling is being increased from 12 to 13%. Rumble is going to be given a few AP ratio buffs, as his Q AP ratio is going up from 100 to 110%, while W AP ratio is going to be increased from 25 to 30%. We've got 2 buffs for Twitch, as his Q bonus attack speed is going to be bumped up by 5% at all ranks. Attack speed duration of Q is going up as well from 5 to 6 seconds. Yuumi is going to be buffed with her Q base damage going up, but at the later ranks only. Mana cost on Q is being lowered as well, but once again, only at the later ranks. Mbessa is going to be hit with her first round of nerfs, as she's been a very strong champ on release. W shields dropping from 85 scaling to 350 to 70 scaling to 300. The scaling on W shield is down as well from 175 to 150% bonus AD. W shield duration is being reduced from 2 to 1.5 seconds, and then for the final change, E bonus AD scaling is going down from 40 scaling to 80% to 40 scaling to 60%. Corki is going to be receiving a nerf to his E, as the base damage is going down by 20 at all ranks, while the bonus AD ratio is going to be lowered from 250 to 240%. We've got a base stat nerf to Elise, as her health is going to be lowered from 650 to 620. Graves' Q explosion bonus AD scaling is being reduced from 40 scaling to 160% to 40 scaling to 140%. LeBlanc is going to be losing some early lane bully power, as her base damage on her Q is going to be dropping by 5 at all ranks. The bonus AD that Mundo receives based on his max health is getting nerfed, going from 2 scaling to 3% max health to 2 scaling to 2.8% max health. Riven's E shield is being targeted for this patch, as it's going to be lowered by 10 at all ranks. Really interesting to see Swain nerfed, considering his most popular role is support, and he's actually one of the worst supports analytically right now. But Swain is going to be getting hit with 2 base stat nerfs, as his base armor is going down from 26 to 25, while his armor growth is dropping from 5.2 to 4.7. So definitely nerfs that are more skewed to reduce the power of solo lane Swain, but will still hurt support as well, just not really as much. Yet another base stat nerf here, and this one is going to Talon, with his base magic resist dropping from 39 to 36. Talon's passive bonus monster damage is being lowered as well, going from 120 to 110%. Victor is going to be receiving a visual update for this patch, along with a bunch of balance changes as well. Passive stacks per cannon minion kill is being increased from 5 to 10. Passive stacks per takedown is dropping, however, from 25 to 20. Q base shield is going to be increased a significant amount, going from 27 to 40 at rank 1. W is being changed so that its stun is a little bit more consistent. It's now going to stun after exactly 1.25 seconds instead of between 1.1 and 2 seconds. E won't be costing as much mana as it's going to be lowered by 10 at all ranks. Victor's R will no longer disrupt channels on cast. Victo's R is going to work a bit different now, so that when an enemy who is damaged by his R dies, the R will grow in size by 40%, and its duration is going to be increased by 3 seconds. This can stack up to 6 times. Warwick is going to be adjusted in a few different ways for 14.24. Base AD is going to be reduced from 65 to 63. Q cast range is going up from 350 to 365. W attack speed duration is being increased as well, going from 1 to 2.5 seconds. Poppy is going to be adjusted so that her base armor is going down from 38 to 35. However, armor growth is being increased from 4.7 to 5. These changes are really going to hurt Poppy's support the most, since she can't acquire levels as easily as other roles, and therefore won't be able to take advantage of the armor growth buff as much. Q-based damage is being lowered by 10, while the bonus AD ratio is up from 90 to 100%.
Okay guys, one last thing. Our rank up guarantee is absolutely insane. It's kind of like signing up for the gym and then just getting a refund if you don't get ripped. That's how confident we are in SkillCapped. We obsess over making the best guides with the top players, the rigorous testing, and top tier video editing to make your climb as easy as possible. If you're ready to level up, just visit skillcapped.com and literally see the difference.
So there you have it, everyone. Those are all the changes that we can expect to hit live servers when 14.24 drops on this upcoming Wednesday, December 11th. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you back soon.